Hey everyone, Logan here, and sorry I didn't post anything last week. Got a little busy. School started up, but I'm back, and this video is about three cards, all from Ixalan. Well, I'm going to be talking about three cards, but in the greater scheme of things, this is kind of relevant to all of them, most of them. But it's the flip cards from Ixalan. Now, I was looking at prices for decks. Actually, I was buying cards at the LGS, and I was like, okay, I need this card, and it was only $5. I'm like, what? Because the card used to be super expensive, and even once it got out of standard, and I guess it's not really seeing much modern play anymore, it just tanked, but it's a really good card. So I looked at the other prices of these three cards, and I'm like, how are these so cheap? I'm like, okay, these are really good. So so the first card we're talking about is Journey to Eternity. It's 3 mana, enchant a creature. When an enchanted creature dies, bring it back and bring this enchantment back flipped. And the land comes back, and it's just 5 mana, tap, reanimated creature on a land, which is really good. I have never been disappointed playing this card. It's insane. It's only $5, or I think it's trending closer to $6, but that's to me that's insane. And the other card, the card I got at the LGS was Search for His Captain. That card used to be freaking expensive for so long, and it's down to $5. And it's just a good value card. So like being in VR Keep, you look at the top card of your library, you put in your graveyard, and if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it flips, and you pay 3 mana to tap it, and you can look at the top 4 cards of your library, put a non-creature, non-land card into your hand. And it's just straight value on a land. And the land taps for, I'm pretty sure, any color too, so you're ramping a little bit. But the card is just so powerful. Like I said, it's been so expensive for so long, I've just never bothered getting it. But after seeing it for so cheap, I had to pick up a copy. I'm probably going to pick up a couple copies for any of my blue decks that I have, and same thing for Journey to Eternity. I don't think I'm playing anything that has green-black in it, but I'm going to pick up a copy or two, so if I ever do build decks, I have them. And the final card is Storm the Vault. Now, Storm the Vault is, I think you have to have 5 mana or 5 artifacts at the beginning of combat or something weird. But you have to have 5 artifacts, and then it flips into a better version of a banned card in Commander. So you get to tap for any color, or you get to tap and add a blue for each artifact you control. And that version of that card that it's based off of is banned in Commander, and Storm the Vault is only $5. All these cards I'm talking about are only $5, and they're freaking insane. So if you need a copy, or you forgot they existed, and you think they're expensive, they're not. Definitely pick up a few copies for your decks, because you will, one, not be disappointed, and I can't see how they're not going to eventually shoot up in price. I mean, to me, Ixalan feels like a forgotten set, where when it came out, I didn't really care about it. Like, I went to pre-release, but I didn't really think about it after that. And none of my friends really cared about it. I didn't really hear much talk about it after it was released. We just kind of forgot about it. But in general, the flip cards are just, in general, really good. Growing Rights of Ixalan, that card is insane. And that's like $20 card, so it hasn't really shot down too much. The Demonic Compass, also really good. Definitely recommend that. And then there's not many more off the top of my head that I can remember, but I know after like looking at a few the other day, like, okay, hey, these are actually halfway decent. And they're all pretty cheap, except for like Growing Rights, which is like $20+. But that cycle, like I said, just seems kind of forgotten, and it's actually really good, and especially the really good ones that haven't shot up in price yet that I talked about are insane, and they're only $5. I wish Growing Rights would drop, because I would definitely buy a few copies of that, because I need it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I was in shock seeing, like, I got the Search for His Content, and I'm like, $5? Sign me up. But yeah, definitely look into them. Definitely, if you have decks that need them, they're only $5. Get them now before they go up. I mean, Ixalan's been out for a while, and the fact that they're not more expensive is crazy to me. So, but who knows with the market now in Magic, everything's always shooting up and going down. It's freaking insane. So I would definitely get it before they get expensive, because they are really good cards, especially at that price.